kind of a fucking raccoon disease.
Bug eye. Bug eye. She looks a little like Admiral Akbar from the Star Wars films. I think he rode one of them cruisers or whatever. You know what I'm talking about. He was like half man, half shrimp, something like that.
She should have been the voodoo girl in Apocalypto that's freaking out about the sun.
Oh, stop it.
She would have
let's bring that shit up.
Scared the shit out of everybody in that movie. That would have been
movie review in history.
The best movie review in history. Okay, you guys are dive into this now. I've prepared.
Are we gonna start this bullshit?
No.
Let's start the Apocalypto shit. I'm telling you.
I have prepared.
I don't want to hear it.
Trivia.
Oh, stop it.
I don't want fucking trivia. Keep that name out. Keep Apocalypto's name out of your mouth.
Trivia.
If I was Will Smith, I'd slap you. If I was in person.
Apocalypto trivia. These are a short trivia question.
Go ahead, shoot.
What did you do that for? Why'd you bring fucking Apocalypto up? You fucking.
All I said was shitty movie review. I didn't mean he was gonna do this.
Apocalypto. All right.
What do you got?
All right. What
do you got?
What was the hero's name in Apocalypto?
Jaguar Paw.
Yep. Boom. Correct. 1 right. 1-0. He's right. He's right. Jaguar Paw. Absolutely. What was his real name as an actor?
Rudy Youngblood.
Oh, 2-0. Look at this shit.
Shit.
He's what former boxer was in Apocalypto?
Israel Contreras.
What country is Israel Contreras from?
Venezuela.
That's right. Dude, he's fucking knocking these out of the park. Okay.
Jesus.
All right. What city around today most closely resembles the main city recreated in Apocalypto?
Mexico City.
No, Baltimore, Maryland. Baltimore.
Nah. Oh, stop it. Baltimore's nowhere near as beautiful as that.
Okay. Right.
Nowhere near as beautiful. Right. Come on, man.
Now
glorious.
There's a real answer to this question. It's going to sound like a joke. How much man ass is shown in Apocalypto?
A good bit. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I couldn't quantify it. It's like, how many fucking jelly beans are in the jar?
There's
a lot of man ass.
No, there's an answer.
There's an answer.
Look at how many actors, how many asses.
It's
documented.
It's a trick question. There is one man ass shown in Apocalypto where he comes out, to put his ass in the actual water. The rest of the time their asses are covered. There's actually more man ass in Braveheart than there are in Apocalypto because their asses are covered in Apocalypto. It's a trick question.
I think
did you make a chart? Did you make a chart or anything on that?
No,
you obviously studied it.
I think you're reaching.
Okay. What year was I watched Braveheart? I'm like, yeah, there's more dick and man ass than there's Apocalypto. So what year was Apocalypto released? What year was Apocalypto released?
Good question. 2006?
Yep. Boom. Dude, he's fucking on fire. Every real question, he's knocked it right out. Okay, this is the final one. Mel Gibson was pressed to add what to Apocalypto by the studio to, quote, make the movie better, and refused? What was he pressed to add? Yeah, he was pressed by the studio to add, and he said no.
To add. What was he pressed to add?
Yep.
English language subtitles?
Wrong. Jews.
No, shut the fuck up.
Not a single Jew he wouldn't allow.
Did you say that was the scandal before or after Apocalypto?
It was right a month before the release.
It was close around it, yeah.
So Apocalypto, and my theory is that it would have been a much bigger hit if he had not.
Maybe.
I mean, anytime.
I don't know that anybody would have liked that. The non-language thing would have been difficult. I don't know that it would have been that big, but you're right. It probably would have been bigger had he not talked a bunch of shit.
Like I said in our chat, the worst part about the movie is the name. The name is not. It's not like a name where you're like, oh, I gotta see. And really, it's like an action movie, like Die Hard.
I would disagree. I think I love the name. I love the movie, but that's a subjective. If you don't like it, I get that.
Well, no,
I would say about Mel Gibson, I think he's a great filmmaker. Period.
Jimmy, does the name Apocalypto draw you in like Die Hard is an action movie? Because Apocalypto is an action movie. It's like a wild action movie. But when you hear Apocalypto, does it say wild action movie to you?
No, it says, to me, it says extravagant event.
Yeah, it sounds like it's uppity.
Apocalypse means destruction, the end, the
Lipto.
apocalypse.
But it's almost like Lipto. It's almost like adding a special truffle mushroom to your shitty pasta.
You watched Apocalypse Now 2 weeks ago, Jimmy. It's a moving, heart-wrenching journey into the heart of darkness of man. It's called Apocalypse Now. Now you look at a movie called Apocalypto. It's almost the same title,
Well, the
and you
Lipto
consider it's kind of sweet, nice.
So maybe they shouldn't even have messed around with the word apocalypse since Apocalypse Now came out. You don't want to, you're not going to remake something that's the greatest movie with the word apocalypse.
Well, he had his reasons that are a step. I think we can kind of separate it. He had his reasons aside from that didn't pertain to that war movie.
I'm just
They're
answering
both
the
great
question.
films.
I'm just answering
No,
the
I
question.
hear you.
I don't want to get on your shit list because I don't like the fucking Apocalypto.
He'll hate
Jimmy, you haven't seen it. The only thing you're missing in life, Jimmy, you haven't seen it.
Jimmy, it's worth seeing, but don't see it. He'll hate you.